Hi everyone, I'm back sitting on the other side of my office. And even when I'm sitting, I have this range of movement in my chair. Uh, there's always something evolving, right? Nothing is stagnant. And I got a message from somebody that had to leave earlier in the call today, and she was sharing her motivation with me. And I thought, wow, this is a really cool way to share the motivation. If you didn't get to speak today in the call, then you can just do a video if you maybe had your hand up. I think it was Scott that had his hand up, and we maybe missed that. So you can always just post a video, right? We had somebody in our inner circle in our Venus last year, a Swedish woman, Marita, and she would just put up her phone in her garden or anywhere, and she would just speak and just post it in at that time it was the Facebook group, but here as well. So I realized by answering that message that one of my motivations is to really role model how the deep soul work is essential for success in your life and in your business. And I want that to become like tangible and clear for all of us during this year. And I realized today that the body and the truth of the body is a very important part of that work. The soul and the body, the animal part of us, the darkness, um, these are all connected. And maybe you did our sacred union course, maybe you didn't, but there is something there in the first module we did that has to do with the cross of the dark feminine, the dark masculine, and also the soul and the spirit. And we're going to go into that as well during this course. And what I'm feeling is there is for sure a task when the soul comes in. And that's the main purpose of being here, to look into that wound, look into that task, and use the energy that's there, wounded up, um, in order to take initiative and fuel our life's work, fuel our everyday work. And if we don't look at the wound, if we don't do the soul work in the wound, that energy, that fuel and that initiative is not really going to be there. And we are going to be able to use core wound. We're going to be able to use Chiron, Lilith, Pluto. There are many places in the charts that can talk to us about the wound and about what it is in your case that is you know kind of tying up that energy. And without that piece of work, for me, this could just be another theory. This could just be something that you understand with your mind, and you might see other people kind of popping. Like I kind of see a popcorn thing, and you're going to see during the course other people popping, and you're going to be like, why don't I pop? Why don't I pop? And for me, really, if you don't pop, I feel like there is something there in the core that really wants to be addressed. It wants you to have awareness. It wants you to look at it, because that is a super important part. And there is one module in these 13 months, there's going to be a lot about that, and it's not in the very beginning. So I guess that's why I wanted to put it on the table and to say, yeah, my motivation is really to show myself even clearer the connection with that in our outer expression in the world, as well as actually having you have, a knowing, a very clear knowing that that's true, and that the body is a way shower even to the place of, even as a portal to that part. The charts is one portal, the body is another super super important portal, and a third portal is your childhood. And it's to look, what are the imprints of traumas, especially that are there in your childhood, because the 21st first years of your life, the soul comes in, it doesn't remember, and the 21st first years of your life are here in order for you to remember that soul work, that soul task. So you're going to be able to go back and look at what shook you in those first years, and that's going to point you to the healing that you're here to do for yourself, and kind of role modeling for the collective. And I would say it's more about modeling your own healing for the collective than it is to help others. And I feel like that's another motivation I have. Many of us here in this course are some kind of coach, some kind of therapist, some kind of leader that is helping other people, right, to become more of who they are, or in one way or another, we're coaching them. And what I want to really, as a super transpersonal profile, I'm 4/6, I want to go, take a step back from I'm here to help the world, I'm here to save the world, I'm here to make you grow, to come back to myself and my own healing and growth, and saying I want to be the best role model ever on this, in this plane, to give you inspiration on how to take that journey of healing and that journey of popping, so that you can see how really cool my popcorn is when it's popped out, and how all of us look kind of the same, as long as we're just that little corn, hard little corn thing. We just look like the same in in a bag. And then suddenly, as we are put into the oil, into a old kind of casserole, we're all going to be able to pop and be unique. That's, if you take two popcorns, they're not going to be the same. So that's really, I want to role model my journey of popping and healing, so that you can feel into yourself, when you're ready to pop and into your own journey. Thank you.